Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Good morning and welcome back from the break. Chaos in the Middle East as tensions are high with missile strikes from Iran against U.S. military targets in Iraq, as well as a commercial plane crash.
A student bound for the silver screen shares his story.
And new episodes of embarrassing teacher moments on Texans on Main Street.
Coming up next on the first news show of 2020, NHSTV Live starts right now.
Our top story this morning is in Iran. Yesterday evening, Iran fired as many as 15 ballistic missiles aimed at military bases in Iraq that housed American military personnel. Iranian leaders indicated that the attack was in response to the action taken by President Trump, launching a drone strike that targeted and killed Iranian General Qasem Soleimani just days before. Initial reports indicate that the Iranian strike harmed no military personnel. President Trump addressed the nation just moments ago, stating that Iran appears to be standing down. The United States will impose additional economic sanctions on Iran until further notice. Trump also calls for support from other world leaders for a better deal with Iran. He then ends his address by stating that the United States is ready for peace. Also in Iran, a Ukrainian International Airlines Boeing 737 commercial flight crashed yesterday, killing all 176 people aboard. Just 2 minutes after takeoff from the international airport in Tehran, the plane crashed. The plane was built in 2016 and had been in service for 3.5 years. The victims include 82 Iranians, 63 Canadians, 11 Ukrainians, 10 Swedes, 4 Afghans, 3 Germans, and 3 British nationals. The Ukrainian embassy in Tehran has ruled out a terror attack as a possible cause for the plane crash, instead saying in a statement that preliminary information suggests engine failure was responsible.
Australia has had many raging fires ravage through the landscape since September and as of January 7th. 32,400 square miles have been burned. There are about 130 fires total and about 50 are uncontrolled. On Monday, they did receive some rain in certain areas of the country, but officials say the temperature will only soar again one time by Friday.
Students at Northwest continue to inspire others with their passion for activities. Theater student Joe Skipper is no different when describing his excitement for pursuing his career. NHSTV reporter Ethan Pierce has the story.
From Music Man to Big Fish, to Peter and the Starcatcher, to Hello Dolly, to Shakespeare in Love and White Christmas, Joe Skipper just can't seem to get off the stage. It all started when, as a kid, Joe watched Star Wars for the first time. Coming from a family of artists, Joe immediately knew he wanted to perform. So in 8th grade, he began acting for the first time.
I think the first thing that sparked my interest in theater was probably just like Star Wars. It was actually just the first time that I thought, it's so cool that people that were actors actually had to do that for their job.
From there, it was a journey for the love of telling a story. Notably, he won Best Actor at the one-act play by district competition for his performance as Lord Lovelace in the play Ada and the Engine.
You know, that was so cool to get that night. That was, that's something that I'd always seen my brother or serious close friends always get before, and so it was cool to have somebody that I guess recognized my work.
But it's not just acting where this thespian's creativity has led him, as now he will make his directorial debut of the JV Elite show Eurydice, set to open in early 2020. All under the watch of theater teacher Mrs. Kelly. And as Mrs. Kelly works with him, she has nothing but good things to say.
Joe is incredibly passionate. He is super driven. So I enjoy seeing that passion. It kind of reignites the passion I have for theater.
Mrs. Kelly and Joe originally met in a community theater production of Shrek the Musical when he was in 8th grade. Since then, she has been able to appreciate his growth as an actor as well as a person.
It's just really exciting to get to see this little 7th grader as a senior this year and really working hard to lead this group.
As Joe approaches graduation, he hopes to do what the people who inspired him did for him. From Gene Kelly in Singing in the Rain to Mark Hamill in Star Wars, he hopes to make people feel something.
I don't think any other job in the world fulfills what I want to do as a human. I get to inspire somebody. I get to possibly do that one day. And not only that, I just get to entertain somebody and make somebody feel good for a little bit. And that makes me happier than anything.
For NHSTV, this has been Ethan Pierce.
Everyone has had embarrassing moments, so we sat down with some of our teachers to hear theirs. This is the latest edition of Embarrassing Teacher Moments.
Well, my most embarrassing teacher moment happened a couple of years ago, and I didn't really know it until after I got home, because I walked in the house and I was talking to my husband, and he said, you do realize that's your pair of jeans that has the hole in them, right? And I went, hole? Oh my gosh. It's because I was wearing the pair of jeans that had a split in the back, like this long and like this wide.
Okay, cool.
And I had worn them all day at school. I had no idea that I had a rip in my pants about 3 inches long. And needless to say, yes, I was horrified. And of course, no one said anything to me all day.
Well, as one of Mrs. Day's friends, who allegedly didn't say anything when she had the gaping hole in the back of her jeans. She had on navy blue underwear and navy blue jeans. So I didn't know, all day long, I didn't notice it.
You're right, you just didn't notice.
We didn't notice.
You would have told me if you
had. If you had on white underwear, we would have noticed and told you about it.
And I just had to sit there and wonder how many people noticed that I had a hole in my pants while I was teaching in the front of the room, and yeah, that's my most embarrassing teacher moment.
Starting January 1st, most people try to stand by the phrase, New Year, New Me. On this week's Texans on Main Street, we wanted to see what that actually meant for you.
Good morning, guys, and welcome back from your break.
So for this week's Texans on Main Street.
See what you guys.
We need it, but just not that loud.
Okay, so what is your New Year's resolution?
I don't know.
So what is your New Year's resolution?
Let's see. I want to pass the next semester and not skip every single day.
Hey, you're here today. You're winning at that. High five, man. So what is your guys' New Year's resolution?
Okay, so it's usually to like eat better and stuff, but that never happens, so.
Sounds about right. You're at Java right now. So.
My New Year's resolution is to read more books because that's important. And then there's a second one is to get back in shape because these hips are getting a little big.
You ate too much turkey?
I did, and a lot of desserts and snacks and treats and hot chocolate and stuff like that.
I'm gonna own a farm of micro ponies by the end of the year.
How are you going to do that?
It's just gonna happen.
Tomorrow, find out what our Texan cheer team is doing during their off-season.
Thanks for joining us. This has been NHSTV Live.